Okay, welcome guys. Here Sebastian Tibiasi for Pastry Food Blog. Today we're gonna do the sweet crust or sweet pastry, how they call in English. I heard several definitions. In Italian we call pasta frolla. So first of all, sorry for my English. Maybe I did already too many mistakes. And so what we're gonna do today is see how the difference for a soft sweet crust and a crunchy one. So first of all, we have to take in consideration the flour. Flour 1 kilo, and these two elements has to be the same total, so it's always balanced on the flour, the sweet pastry. So the more fat we put in it, the more soft it is. More sugar, more crunchy it is. And this one today, as long as we're gonna do a sablé, it's icing sugar, because a smaller grain, it's even more soft. We're gonna need crunchy one. We're gonna use the caster sugar, the white sugar, bigger and bigger, more crunchy. We can use brown sugar, we can use rice flour. More details are in the blog. You can see the link below. And this one, it's a calculation that it's take from how much fat you put, how much butter you put. But anyway, I'll put an Excel sheet on the bottom so you can ask for it. Salt, just to cut down the sweetness. And I would like to spend only a few words for this one because it saved me a lot. It's very cool because sometimes there is big bowl, and here you can see better. There is light because I'm kind of blind, and sometimes, not always. And another thing's very cool, it's happened to me that I'm working away, then come back, it's turned off. So I have something in here already, I have to start again from scratch. This one has memory, so that's very cool. This one as well, link below. So let's start. Do down to the business. This one first. This one has to be around 14 degrees. You can see now it's around 14 degrees. I took it a bit colder because it's kind of hot outside here. Anyway, I prefer the garden, sweet garden. Another thing that we can add, maybe I didn't do because it's kind of, as I said, basic, because in here there is an ingredient that we didn't consider, which is the vanilla. I mean, you can use vanilla, you can use lemon zest, depend. If you want to do some basic, you can use vanilla. If some dedicated to lemon, you can use lemon, because later we're gonna use this for some lemon dessert or something aimed to that flavor. So here goes the sugar, and we can start with the paddle. Sometimes they use the whisk, but this is for do the whipped one, and in this case we're gonna use this one. As I said, we're gonna find more for these different methods on into the blog. Today we're gonna do the classic method, which is the very ancient one. Another method is the sandy one. When you start the machine, when there is powders like sugar or flour, start slowly, otherwise it's gonna be kind of clogged around here. You can smell everything. So start slowly and then you can increase. Our target here is to have a kind of creamy past, that's why they say cremache. In the meantime, we can add this powder here, it's no big deal. Always trying to be kind of clean, because less messy, it can be more easy for you. I mean, for me it's like that. I'm get confused easily. So after a while, when you see that it's kind of creamy, we can add the eggs. I just would like to show you how creamy is it. Okay. Very creamy. We can add the eggs now, maybe in twice. And that's it. Now we can add the flour all in once. Always start slowly, no fast. Maybe at this stage we can help to take out the part near the walls here, because it's kind of not mixed very well. Because see, there is something on the walls. And what we have to try to do now, don't stress too much the dough, which means we don't have to stress the gluten, because in this case we don't have to stress the gluten. We don't need the gluten, because otherwise it's gonna be burnt. We in Italian we say bruciata, because all the butter come out, it's oily, and it's a sign that we push too much. And if we stress the gluten, gonna become kind of elastic, like a pizza dough, and we don't want that, because otherwise when we're gonna use, let's say if we're gonna use in a round shape, gonna become egg shape, because it's elastic. So don't push the gluten, we don't need it in this kind of sweet. See, it's still like sandy. Now we're gonna put all together just with the hands. In this last part we can do with the hands, but people sometimes say that hands are always better to do things, but in this case I think the machine is better, because the butter gonna come out with the warmth of the hands. So once you have put all together, that's it. We have our Sable, which can be used for something very soft, maybe with a mousse. We can keep flat like this with a little bit of baking paper, and yes, we can keep frozen for future use. And actually the purpose of all these basics, it's like that. We're gonna use a lot the freezer, so when we're gonna start with a dessert, a cake or something, we have already all the base already done, and pick them up and put together will be very easy. For now, that's all. See you on the next one.